Welcome to Informatica Cloud Integration Hub 101 on-demand course. In this module, we will discuss subscriptions in Informatica Cloud Integration Hub in detail. After completing this module, you will be able to discuss subscription, explain subscription process, describe subscription mapping, state subscription properties, discuss events, and create and schedule a subscription. Consider the marketing department of your organization wants to update customer data from Salesforce to NetSuite daily, whereas other departments of your organization such as HR and R&D department want their data to be updated once a week from Salesforce to Workday, Oracle, SAP. These tasks are complicated and time-consuming if performed manually. To simplify this, you can use Informatica Cloud Integration Hub. After you publish the data from Salesforce to the Hub, all applications can then subscribe the required topic data from Hub. This subscription can be manually performed, externally triggered, or triggered based on schedule. Entities that define how applications consume data from Informatica Cloud Integration Hub are called as subscriptions. A subscription can subscribe from one or more topics. Multiple subscriptions can consume data from the same topic. The subscription process includes retrieving the required data from the publication repository, running the subscription mapping, and writing the data to one or more subscriber targets. The subscription process consists of the following stages. The subscription is triggered as soon as a publication is complete or on a time-based schedule. When the subscription is ready, the Informatica Cloud Integration Hub server triggers the Informatica Cloud task that is defined for the subscription through an Informatica Cloud REST API. Subscription process uses the Cloud Integration Hub connector to read data from Informatica Cloud Integration Hub. The Informatica Cloud task reads data from Informatica Cloud Integration Hub and then writes to the assigned application. Subscription can load data to cloud or on-premise target application that Informatica Cloud supports. At the end, Informatica Cloud Integration Hub server changes the status of the subscription event to complete or error. For subscriptions, mapping is the data mapping between the Informatica Cloud Integration Hub publication repository and the target that consumes the data. You can use a simple DSS task or an MCT for complex data transformations. You can perform cleansing, formatting, error handling, and so on to obtain fresh curated data in the target applications. The data synchronization task or mapping configuration task created by ICS.org uses the Cloud Integration Hub connection in the source step. In the target step, you can leverage connectors supported by Informatica Cloud to load data in the required application. You can create a subscription in two ways. Click New in the Navigator pane and select Subscription, or select New Subscription while creating an application. To create a new subscription, you must specify subscription properties, which includes general information about the subscription, application, topic, and task to use for the subscription and subscription scheduling. This is a sample subscription page screenshot. Properties of subscription are as follows. Subscription name. The name may contain up to 60 characters and contain special characters. Description. It is an optional field. The description can contain up to 255 characters. Mode. It is a subscription mode that can be enabled or disabled. A disabled subscription does not run according to schedule or by an external API. You can only run a disabled subscription from the Explore page. Unbound subscription. An unbound subscription is not restricted to specific publication instances. It subscribes to all the data that a publication publishes and consumes the data regardless of when or in what batch the data or the files were published. Application. Specify application that should consume the data. Topics. Here you must select topic or topics from which the application consumes the data. Task. This is the Informatica Cloud task that defines the subscription mapping. Scheduling. Choose the method and frequency of data consumption using scheduling. The options available for scheduling are when published data is ready. As the name suggests, using this option you can run the subscription immediately after the published data is ready. Manually or by an external trigger. You can use the following methods to run the subscription. Run subscription manually from the Informatica Cloud Integration Hub Explorer. Run by an API. You can call the command line API or a REST API that starts the subscription. Note that for file subscription that use this scheduling option and that publish multiple files, all the files must be present in the source location when the subscription starts. By schedule. This option runs the subscription according to the defined schedule. When you configure to run a subscription to run manually, or by an external trigger, or by a schedule, you can select to use all the available publication files or the latest publication. Let us now understand what events are in detail. In the earlier module, we already discussed that Informatica Cloud Integration Hub generates events as it processes publications and subscriptions to help you track and monitor the publication and subscription processes. The events change status as the publication and subscription process progresses or fails. You can view all events on the Events page. This page helps you to access the event history, session log, and processing information, and reprocess events or change the event status. You can also use filters to search for specific events. You can create rules that monitor publication and subscription events and perform actions on events that are in a defined status. An event can be a publication, subscription, compound subscription, unbound subscription, aggregated subscription, or a system event. Following are the event status. Processing. It indicates that the publication or subscription instance is running. Completed. It indicates that the publication or subscription instance executed successfully. Error. It indicates that the publication or subscription instance encountered errors and did not execute. Delayed. This event status can only be observed for subscription events. It indicates that the published data is ready. However, the subscribing application did not start consuming the data. In this demonstration, the instructor will create subscriptions using a DSS task and an MCT. In this demo, I will create 2 subscriptions. In the first subscription, I will use a DSS task as the mapping, and in the second subscription, I will use an MCT. The first subscription will consume the contact data from Salesforce topic and will load it to the contact table in NetSuite application. Here we will run a DSS task to subscribe the data. To do so, log into informatica.cloud.org. The Informatica Cloud Overview page appears. Hover over Task Wizards and select Data Synchronization option. In the Data Synchronization Tasks page, click the New button. Enter sub contact SFDC data in the task name field. Select Insert from the Task Operation dropdown. Click Next. From the Source step, select the Cloud Integration Hub connection from the Connection dropdown and keep the source type to single. The source object lists all the topics defined in CIH. The topic list presents topic name / table name for each topic and topic tables. To select the source object, click the Select button. Choose Salesforce Data or Contact from the pop-up window and click Select. Click Next. In the Target step, select the local CSV file connection from the drop-down list. To select the target object, click the Select button. Choose contact.csv, which is the target flat file. Now to map the fields, click the Field Mapping step. Map all the fields of the target with the suitable source fields. Validate the mapping. After the mapping is validated, save and close the task. We will now create a subscription, which will leverage this DSS task to subscribe to the contact data from Salesforce and load the data in contact table of the NetSuite application. Log in to the Informatica Cloud Integration Hub. The homepage consisting of the Hub overview appears. Click New from the Navigator pane to create a new subscription. Select Subscription from the pop-up window. In the New Subscription page, enter Contact Sub DSS in the subscription name field and enter a suitable description. Let's keep the mode to default, which is Enable. Select NetSuite from the Application drop-down. Select Salesforce Data from the Topic drop-down. Here, Salesforce Data Topic is the source and NetSuite Application is the target. Select Sub Contact SFDC Data from the Task drop-down. This is the same DSS task that we created in the first step. In the Schedule section, we can schedule the subscription as per our organization's requirement. For the demonstration purpose, let's keep it to when published data is ready. Click Save to save the subscription. Now go to the Explorer tab and right-click on the publication task, Contact SFDC DSS, and from the drop-down, click Run. We will wait for the publication task to complete. Click the Events option from the Navigator pane. We see that the publication task is completed. Hence, it immediately triggers all the subscription tasks associated with the topic. After all the subscriptions associated with the publication are completed successfully, the publication consumption status Final appears, shown by the green flag icon under the Consumption Status column. Now we will create another subscription to subscribe to the Account 1 table from Salesforce Data Topic. In this subscription, I will use an MCT, which will discard the rows with invalid websites and load the valid rows to Workday. Let us first create a parameterized mapping. Log into informatica.cloud.org. Hover on Design option and click Mapping. To create a new mapping, click the New Mapping button. On the pop-up window, enter the name M Sub Valid Website and click OK. Drag and drop the source shape onto the canvas, and in the General tab, name it SRC. Select the Source tab. To create a parameterized connection, click the New Parameter button beside Connection. In the New Input Parameter window, enter the name as PSRC and click OK. Choose the source type as parameter. Then for the parameter field, click the New Parameter button. On the pop-up window, enter the name as PSRC1 and click OK. Now drag and drop an expression transformation on the canvas. Link SRC to the expression transformation. Under the New Expression Properties pane, under the General tab, name the expression as EXP Validation. In the Expression tab, click the arrow icon and select New Field. In the New Field window, select Field Type as Output Field. Enter the name Valid, Not Valid, and select Type as Integer, and click OK. Now click the Configure option beside the Valid, Not Valid field. Choose Expression as Parameterized from the drop-down. Then click the New Parameter button beside Parameter field. In the New Input Parameter window, enter the name pValidEXP and click OK. Again, click OK. Now we will add a filter to discard invalid records and load the valid records to target. Add a filter transformation to the canvas. Link EXP validation to the new filter. In the General option, name the filter FLT Valid. Click on the Filter option. Select the filter condition as Simple. click the plus icon to add a new filter. Select Valid, Not Valid from the Field Name drop-down. Equals as operator and 1 for the value. Now I will target on the canvas and name it as TGT Valid in the General tab. Link the filter transformation FLT Valid to the target transformation TGT Valid. On the Target tab, click New Parameter beside the connection field. In the New Input Parameter window, enter the name PTGT and click OK. Select the target type as parameter. For the parameter field, click the New Parameter button. On the pop-up window, enter the name PTGT Object and click OK. Select Insert as the operation. On the Field Mapping tab, change the field map options from manual to completely parameterized, and for the parameter field, click the New Parameter button. In the Appeared window, enter the name as Field Map and click OK. To save and run the mapping, hover over to Save and click Save and Continue to check if the mapping is valid. Now to configure the mapping, hover over to Save, click Save and New Mapping Configuration Task. In the Definition tab, provide the task name MCT sub valid website. Select the runtime environment and click Next. In the Source tab, from PSRC Connection drop-down, select the Cloud Integration Hub connection. Click the Select button besides PSRC Object text box. From the Select Source Object pop-up, point to Salesforce Data Account and click Select. Click the Next button or the Target tab. In the Target step, from PTGT Connection drop-down, select Local CSV File Connection. We want to load the data in Workday. However, for this demonstration, we are using a flat file connection. Click the Select button beside PTGT Object. Choose Valid ACC Data.CSV from the Select Target Object window and click Select. Click the Next button or the Input Parameters tab. From Valid EXP Parameter Details option, click the New button. In the Field Expression window, enter the expression as shown on the screen. Validate the expression and click OK. The message will appear as the expression is valid. This expression will check if the website is valid or not. Now to map the incoming fields to target fields of Field Parameter, click the Auto-Match button. Validate the mapping by clicking the Validate button. To save the mapping configuration, hover on Save and click Save and Close. In the next step, I will create a subscription using this MCT in Informatica Cloud Integration Hub. Log in to Informatica Cloud Integration Hub using the credentials. Click the New option from the Navigator pane and select Subscription. The new subscription page appears. Enter sub SFDC ACC Workday in the subscription name field and provide a suitable description. I will keep the mode enabled. From the Application drop-down, we select the application to which we want to load the data, which is Workday for this demo. Select Salesforce Data from the Topic drop-down and click the Add Topic button. Now we must select a task, which will treat the selected topic as a source and application as a target. From the Task drop-down, select MCT sub valid website. In the Scheduling section, keep the default section, that is, when published data is ready. Now go to the Explore tab and right-click on the Publication task, Account SFDC MTT. From the drop-down, click Run. We will wait for the publication task to complete. Click the Events option from the Navigator pane. We see that the publication task is completed. Hence, it immediately triggers all the subscription tasks associated with the topic. After all the subscriptions associated with the publication are completed successfully, the publication status Final appears, shown by the green flag icon under the Consumption Status column. This concludes the demo. In this lab, you will perform the following: create and run subscription, use a DSS task, and use an MCT. This concludes Subscriptions in Informatica Cloud Integration Hub module. This module showed you how to discuss subscription, explain subscription process, describe subscription mapping, state subscription properties, discuss events, and create and schedule a subscription.